Hey guys, spring came early this year, so I'm out here along the river and I found a couple of spots to set for beaver. So this is a nice opportunity to get a hold of some beavers during the spring season that we get a few weeks of here. The ice is out. Most places that are out in the open like this, there's just a little bit of ice left. The beaver are just starting to come out, just yesterday, today. So it's gonna be good. So personally, my goal this year is not to catch a bunch of fur. I want to have a good time, enjoy myself, and maybe get into shape. So I decided I want to try to get out off of the road. There's a few guys that are trapping along the road. I just want to get out and walk quite a ways from the truck, get myself into shape, and try out this new pack. So I just put together this, I call it trapper pack. And I took this plastic container here and got some heavy duty pack straps on it. I have always been kind of disgusted by the traditional pack baskets because you really can't carry anything with them without having the straps dig into your shoulders. So this has some nice high quality straps and a waist belt here. Come from a really good top of the line backpack. So we're gonna be comfortable with it. I put about 45 pounds in it. I weighed it at the house just to see what I had on and hardly feel it. So anyway, let's go check this spot out where we're gonna make our first set. We have a little channel here that runs into the Maine River, and the river's wide open. You can see down here this has dropped 2 feet in the last 2 days because I was here 2 days ago and it was way up here into the bushes. But if we look in the river, this little channel, and right here, you can see where a beaver has come up and chewed on a stick there, a couple of sticks. Yeah, so looks like there's a nice tight spot there. I'm gonna just set a 330 into that channel. All right. I might have forgot to bring my beaver lure. That's what happens the first couple sets of the season. You forget things at first. You're not in the rhythm. So I got these brackets, 330 supports that I'm going to try out this year. Pretty simple. Just put them in the ground and squeeze the springs and the jaws of the trap. We'll clamp down on that. That pack is a little smaller than I'd like. It was the closest thing I could find that would be oh, hear that? Beaver just slapped his tail right behind us, so he knows we're here. Oh well, that's okay. So yeah, I'd like to have one just a little bit bigger, but you can fit 3 330s in there side by side easily, so that's good. Wonder if that beaver would be too smart to come back here tonight. Let's see. All right. It's actually a perfect spot for a foothold drowning set, but I didn't bring one. And the thing about hiking back here away from the truck is sometimes it's hard to find rocks to make your drowning setup. So we'll use a 330. Let's see. I'll set the trap right about there. Brand new pair of Cold Creek gauntlets. They leak. Nice. Yep, there's a hole in them right there. I just took them out of the package today. This is kind of new for me. Never used these before. So I guess go like that. There, that should work. Put that down. Put that right underwater. That's good. Hands are getting wet. Those silly gauntlets. I'll wire the 330 off to a bush so it doesn't go running off on us. And then find something to cover this. Hey, Mr. Beaver. Just enough to make him dive. There. Should work. Just saw some sign. Anything white. We're always looking for white wood. There is a floating white stick. I hadn't come back here because I didn't think there was enough water to hold much for beaver. But there's more sticks. Look at that, that is fresh. There's a little bit of mud right there. So we got a little spot beaver being active, and it looks like there's kind of a run going through there and then coming around across here and through there. So that one actually looks a little more active. And of course, beaver's sitting coming across right here. So that's probably the more heavily traveled run. I would guess. It just looks a little bit deeper and has a little bit more mud on the bottom. So yeah, I wasn't gonna set right here, but I'm gonna have to make an extra set. You can't just walk by a good sign like that, right? Be crazy too. Yeah, it's a nice little run. I've got these stabilizers. Again, this is new for me. I haven't used these before, but I figured I'd give them a shot, especially in some of the swamp country. It's hard to find a really good stick that makes a nice stabilizer for a trap. I used to just use sticks all the time, but I thought I'd try these. I'm only a couple hundred yards from the truck. I get some spots where I'll be quite a bit further from the truck, and I don't know if I'll carry those in or not. I think I might just bring sticks, but for these spots, this I think makes it a lot quicker to set up. You don't gotta go chasing around sticks, and it's nice not to have to carry sticks around either. Okay, let's see. Now this is gonna set just like that, I guess. Looks right, doesn't it? Sweet. Man, that was quick. I'll wire this, tie this trap off. Yeah, I like that. I may have to get a few more of those. Still can't help myself. I want to find a stick. To make sure that beaver is going to dive here. There, that'll do it. All right, let's go to the next spot. Pack is kind of loud. It's funny though, I've trapped this area for 7 years now, and I never set a trap right here. I just never happened to see it when I was walking by, like it was a good spot. Maybe there wasn't as much sign at the time, but anyway, yeah, we'll try it. Hey, look at that. Beaver just piled that up. 2 days ago, that wasn't there. So beaver's been moving back and forth out into this open spot. So we're gonna try to set a 330 right there, just underwater, make him dive and see if we can catch him. I saw way more sign here than I had planned on, so I brought 3 traps, and this will be the 3rd one, and I got at least 2 more spots I want to set. So I might have to come back here. Just I can make it before it gets dark. I'm not far from the house, so. This is a taller body grip stand, 330 stand, and I bought a dozen of these to try out as well. So I got one over there, one here, and I'm gonna give them a shot. I like them. I like the tall ones, but there's only certain places where they work well. I think they might work. They might work here. gonna make sure that's submerged, because legally we have to have our traps completely submerged. That's not gonna work. Now I need to cover that up. Hey guys, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. I just set some traps in the swamp here last evening, just before dark. And we're here to check them. I got 5 330 sets that I made, so let's check it out. You can see behind me, it is still pretty well iced in there, and it's coming though. It's as you can see over there, it is starting to open up. So let's take a quick look here. I got one set that I made, a spot where I could see a beaver that was coming up and depositing some mud right here on this road. Trail, pile of mud, and I just put a little bit of Birch River beaver lure, some beaver caster with some other stuff on that. And hey, we got our first beaver, first trap, first beaver. Awesome. Decent size. There. Nice beaver, caught quite easily in this conibear stand. Okay, we're get that beaver taken care of. We're not very far at all to our next set, which is right by this little bridge. This is dynamite set every year. Doesn't seem to matter. Every single time I put a 330 there, I end up with a beaver. There's one there. So, grab my setters. That's just the blind set. I had a hard time getting a 330 in here this time because the water's so low this year, but we got it. Decent beaver. So I have that conibear stand that I shoved into the gravel there, and I'm gonna try to reset right on top of it, so I don't have to pull it out. Perfect. nice and sturdy. Guide stick there. Guide stick. Another little guide stick. Okay, we're done. All right. 2 beavers. Grab my coffee. We'll go on down the trail here. I get another one not too far from here. Sun's coming out. That's pretty sweet. It'll be a nice day. I gotta go to work, but when I get done this afternoon, you better believe I'm gonna be out here doing something. Hopefully setting a couple traps. Okay, this is set number 3. See this little pile stuff there, and the set's right there under the water, my 330. Nothing's gone through here yet, so we'll leave that one set. So we got 2 more, and toward the end here I actually saw a beaver in the water slapping his tail while I was making the set. I set a little too late in the day. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do, so I was not too excited about that, but I've caught him, as you guys have probably seen, within minutes after I made sets. So we'll see if that happened to work out this time. It was a big beaver, the one I saw. It was massive. But I got on the left up here, I get another spot where I had seen a couple of sticks from as I was walking by on the trail, and I hadn't planned on setting the area, but geez, looked pretty good, so I threw in a trap. Just a little bit of snow left here. God, it's a beautiful day. One of these days I gotta just take a week or 10 days off and just spring beaver trap. Full time all day long, that'd be fun. All right, get our last 2 sets here. There's a spot where the beaver are coming out. And there is 330 on a stand in the run, and nothing went through. So there you go. Doesn't always work out, does it? Last set, I get some hope for this one. There's where I saw that beaver. Nothing. So there's my trap. The water actually came up. I'm gonna put some more lure there because the water came up and covered up my lure. Came up 2-3 inches. But there's beavers in here, so hopefully I'll get one tonight. If I don't, I'll have to make some more sets in a couple other places around here. All right, another beautiful morning here. I just came out here. The ice is officially out, and this is all fresh from yesterday. Look at that. Beaver activity. I guess I got to put a trap there, huh? The beaver's going crazy. In and out of the water. The last week or 4 or 5 days I've been through here hasn't been the case. So That's kind of cool. I only brought one extra 330. I saw a beaver here yesterday. I didn't film yesterday. I caught a couple beaver around here, but I just didn't have time to film. Another spot coming out of the water, but I saw one swimming around here as I was dragging another one out. So they're around. There's Castor Mountain set that I have a 330 set on. No trap. Usually that's a good sign. Where's the trap now? There it is. It's on a beaver. Alright, good deal. Now, I don't know if that's the one I saw swimming around was fairly small. That looks like a pretty small looking beaver. So let's grab the gloves. At least grab one glove. I got another set over there in a run. I had a beaver in yesterday. Oh, that's not small. That's a good one. Yes, sir. What's wrong with that? Huh? There. Sweet. Good deal. Alright, reset this one. Alright, let's go check. I remade that set and I made a little mud pie there and I put some beaver sack oil on it. So I had some Birch River beaver lure, which is basically beaver castor and birch oil. And you know, I wonder sometimes if you make a couple of catches with one particular lure, maybe there's another beaver hanging back that smells that lure and sees that his buddy's gone, and who knows. So I just changed it up a little bit, sack oil on that one. Now this spot is dynamite. I mean, if I had 100 spots like this, I'd have probably 200 beaver. Just a beautiful little crossover set and a channel the width of the 330. Had a beaver here yesterday, and would you look at that, we got an otter. And I have been trying my hardest not to catch otter because it's not otter season. We are allowed to keep incidental otter, but that one I set the triggers. I've been setting my triggers way off to the side in places like this, and I set them way over to the edge of the trap to allow otter to swim through. And I think the smaller ones, like the females, will, but as you can see, this thing pretty much filled the entire trap. So it looks like he went quite a ways in until he tripped that trigger. But yeah, that's awesome though. That's good. Beautiful, nice otter. I think eventually we'll probably have a season for them in the spring because there's just so many of them, but maybe we won't. I don't know. Yeah, pretty guy. All right, this spot, I have seen a beaver swimming on the opposite bank and sitting on the opposite bank while I was making the set. The water's come up again. Been up the last couple days, so my set should be quite a ways underwater. There it is. Nobody home. Okay. Here's the set. A little bit of beaver castor and some mud there. 330 with a little subtle drowning stick, but nobody's been home. So I'm gonna take a look around. I got one 330 with me. I'm gonna look around and see if I can find another spot to make a set.